Hello, my little scientists. This week is super cool. You're going to be doing a science project. Now, you guys know that we always like to mix things together. So you're going to be reading, you're going to be writing, and you're going to be doing science all together, okay? So Ms. Ricardo is going to talk a little bit more in her video about what your science project is going to be. I am going to do the writing part, which is going to be more of reading about it and planning what you're going to be doing, okay? So we've talked last week about habitats, and you guys learned all about different habitats, oceans, deserts, rainforests, all those different places, okay? So we hope that one of them stuck out in your head like, wow, that one's really interesting to me, or wow, I'd like to learn more about that. So you're gonna pick one this week. So you're going to go to Mayan and you're going to, let me share my screen with you. You're going to choose one. Now, all I did was I typed in habitats in Mayan, right here in the search, and then a whole bunch of things came up. So what really stuck out to me was the rainforest, because I think that this animal looks really cool. I think that's a toucan. So I see right here, there's a rainforest book here. There's Day and the Night in the Rainforest right here. Or I'm sorry, right here. If I scroll down a little bit, there's another one called Exploring Rainforests. There's another one right here that's called All About Rainforests. So there's a lot of choices, okay? There's even a Spanish one right there if you want to read Spanish. So I'm going to choose the rainforest because I really like the rainforest. I like the animals that live there. I think that they're very cool. And one day I would love to go see a real rainforest. That would be awesome. So that's what I'm going to choose, okay? So now I'm going to share my screen and show you your planning sheet, okay? It looks like this. We're going to attach it to the documents, but if you're anything like me, you've printed a lot of pages and you've run out of ink in your printer. Anybody? Me? Okay, so I've run out of ink in my printer, but that's okay. I don't need to print this out, okay? So my planning sheet, I'm gonna just write this in my notebook, okay? So just like we always did all throughout the year, you're just gonna take notes in your notebook. That's why it's called a notebook, duh. I'm gonna use my really cool pens that I got. So taking notes is really fun when you have like different colors and you can just make it exciting. Okay, so before I write that down, I'm going to just look at my screen real quick, and I'm going to write, I know you can't see this, but I'm just going to write rainforest at the top. And then down the side, I'm going to write what's on the paper right there. So region, so that's where it's located. R-E-G-I-O-N, and then I'm just going to write where. Okay, and then I'm going to write weather, and then I'm going to write animals, and then I'm going to write plants, and then I'm going to scroll down to see what else is left, and then fun facts. I'm just going to put a little smiley face there. Okay, so let me see if I can show you this. Okay, so there's my notebook. I just wrote exactly what I told you on my notebook there. Okay, so now I can just write notes next to that as I read my Mayan book. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. I'm going to click on this first one. Now remember, when you're taking notes, you don't have to read the whole book. So just be on the lookout for what we're looking for. We're looking for where, weather, animals, and plants. And I'm going to switch colors because so right here on the first page, I see warm and steamy. That I think would go under weather. And I'm just going to write those words with commas. Warm, comma, steamy. Tropical rainforests are hot. Oh, I'm going to add hot. That's kind of weather. Steamy places. It rains. I'm going to write rain. What does it say? It rains nearly every day. So I'm going to write rains daily. These areas of thick trees and plants are home to millions of animal species. So I'm sure that I'm going to find some animals in a minute. So the layers of the rainforest, I do know about that. There are 4: emergent canopy, understory, forest floor. That doesn't really fit anywhere in my habitat project, so I'm going to put it under 4 facts, or the fun facts, and I'm just going to write layers for right now because I think a lot of people already know that. I'm going to try to find some facts that maybe people don't know. So in the emergent layer, I'm just going to kind of scan harpy eagles and morpho butterflies. Oh, I've not heard of those animals before, so I'm going to write those down. Harpy eagle and morpho, I think that's how you say that, butterfly. Okay. Now remember, I'm not reading the whole thing. I'm just kind of skimming through. Lots of leaves and fruit to eat in the canopy. Spiders and howler monkeys. I'm going to add that to my animals. Howler, M-O-N-K-E-Y-S, monkeys. Macaws and toucans. Now remember, I can't write every single animal that we ever read about because there's way too many. So I think I'm going to stop there with the animals. Because I have a whole bunch. Okay. Oh, look, there was a label. Did you see that? Label right here. Spider, monkey. Awesome. Understory, good place to hide. Predators, stick insects. They look like branches, vine snakes. Okay. There's some more animals. Oh, I see jaguars. I could write that down. Sticky toe, oh, tree frogs. I could write that down. See how I'm just skimming and scanning? I'm not really reading the whole thing. I'm trying to kind of look for some plants and where these rainforests are at. This is a cool fact. Rainforests hold about half of the world's species of animals. So half of the animals that live in the world actually live in the rainforest. That is a very fun fact. I'm going to write that down, okay? We haven't really learned fractions, but half is a 1 and then a bar and then a 2. So 1/2 animals live in rainforests. Okay, still looking for where, oh, look, there's a whole page in the back. Where are rainforests? The largest tropical rainforest is in the Amazon rainforest in South America. I'm gonna write Amazon. And then I'm just gonna write SA for South America. What else am I looking for? Plants. Well, I see right here, it says temperate rainforests can be found on North America's west coast from Northern California to British Columbia, Canada. So there actually are some in North America. So I'm gonna write SA for South America and NA for North America. Leafcutter ants, harpy eagle, jaguar. Nope, I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so that book didn't tell me anything about plants, which is very strange because there's lots of plants in the rainforest. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna open this one, Day and Night in the Rainforest. I'm just gonna scan through real quick, see if I can find anything about plants. Da, 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 da. Sunlight, flowers, fruit, and leaves, but it doesn't really tell me what kind of plants are there. Hangs from a branch, hides among green leaves. Maybe I'll just write plants. I'm gonna say trees, and then I'm gonna write green leaves, because when you look at photographs of the rainforest, there's so much green all around. Nope, that's a lot about animals. More about animals. More about animals. Ocelots are cool. I like those kind of animals. And if you notice, this book is all illustrations instead of photographs. Vampire bats, I could add that. Owl monkeys, tarantulas. Oh, I'm not gonna write that. You guys know how I feel about spiders. Okay, so this book has lots of information about animals, but not much about plants. what is a tropical rainforest? That's awesome. Where can you find tropical rainforests? This is so cool. So there's a map here, and the purple shows me where the tropical rainforests are. So I already have South America. I'm going to add Africa, because the map is showing me that. There's a little bit in Asia and Australia. Australia. My brother used to live in Australia, and he has actually been to rainforest, which is really, really cool. And actually, Ryan in my class, his brother's going to be going to Australia also. So I wonder if he'll get to see some tropical rainforest. That would be really cool. All right, so that book didn't tell me anything about plants either, so I might just have to talk about lots of trees and what the trees look like. I'm going to flip through really quick. You know, this video is long. You guys love to watch me, right? Exploring rainforest. I'm just going to jump really quick through this book. I see some places. Oh, humid. I'm going to add that to my weather. Humid is so important. It's very humid in Florida, but that's like when you walk outside and it's that wet, sticky, hot, humid. It's very humid in the rainforest. Rwanda, Central America. Still don't see any tree names. Oh, there's a flower. So I took a photo of this enormous flower in Sumatra, Southeast Asia. It's called a, oh boy, Rafflesia. I don't really know how to say that, but I'm going to write it down. Rafflesia. So it's a kind of flower. Thousands of plants grow in the rainforest because it's so warm and wet. You could not want to get as close. Okay, so, oh, I see right here it says orchids. So I'm going to add orchids. We have lots of orchids outside. You guys have orchids? Those are almost my favorite flower. I like tulips too, but orchids are really cool. Ooh, a pitcher plant. Chris, in my class, you know about a pitcher plant. You told me about it a long time ago. P-I-T-C-H-E-R plant. The pitcher plant is really cool. It's actually kind of dangerous. I'll read it to you. This pitcher plant also comes from Sumatra. It looks fabulous, but it's a killer. Its leaves are shaped like a pitcher or a jug, and they're very slippery. When an insect lands on a ledge, it loses its footing and falls inside. Then the plant makes juices that digest the insect's body. Woo! Look at that tree. That is so cool. Don't know what that tree is called, but it has really cool roots. I like that. Be a good photo op there. More animals. I got enough of those. Oh, look, it's a chameleon. Did you guys hide chameleons in your house? Love that activity. It's so cool. What is that? Oh, I thought that was a plant, but it's not. It's an insect. Keep going. All right, I think I got enough packed. Oh, this is that a plumeria? I think that's a plumeria. Oh, it's called a rosy periwinkle. Looks like a plumeria. I'm going to add that. Periwinkle. When I went to Hawaii, we bought a plant that looks just like that, but it's called a plumeria. What are those? Tasty Brazil nuts. I'm going to add that to my plants. Okay, I think I have a lot of facts. I'm sorry, this video is so long, but you could take so many notes. All right, so now I'm going to go back to, I want to show you my notes. Okay, so there's my habitat. There's my region, my weather. See, I just wrote warm, steamy, hot, rains daily, humid. Notes, not sentences, just notes. There's my animals, there's my plants. I ended up having a lot of them. And my fun facts. Now there's lots more fun facts. I didn't really write that many. You could write a whole lot more fun facts than that, okay? So this is your writing for the week. You're gonna use this when you write your sentences for your project. I'm so excited to see your projects. This is like one of in past years, one of the kids' most favorite weeks because they get to bring in their project. Be creative. One year I had a kid use Legos to build a habitat. That was really cool. You could build it in a box. You could make a PowerPoint. You could make a book. One year I had somebody make a song and sing it. That was really cool. Be creative. Whatever you want to do, this is up to you. This is going to be like your last big project for the year. So we can't wait to see it. So excited. Let us know if you have any questions. Awesome, awesome.